Thank you. Mr. Negron, it's been a year since Hurricane Maria devastated Puerto Rico. Less than half of FEMA assistance grants have reached the island. And in some areas, recovery has been very, very slow. But President Trump has accused Puerto Rican leaders of using the, quote, massive and ridiculously high, unquote, disaster funds to pay off other obligations. Do the president's accusations make you less likely to approve additional aid to Puerto Rico?
No. But we do have a situation in my island that the funds weren't used appropriately, right? Let's call a spade a spade. Puerto Rico was in dire financial straits before Maria hit. And so, we got some help, immediate help, and we saw those things about trucks that were sitting on the, on the pier waiting to be moved. And that was a situation where there was a trucker strike that people didn't hear about because there was an issue between the mayor of San Juan and the truckers. So I believe if there's an entity, and it doesn't have to be my island of Puerto Rico, if there's need for there, that's what we have to do. You need to go down there and figure out. The Army Corps of Engineers sent down 3 generators to help us restore power, and they were going to pull them back in the middle of the hurricane season. So, we can't do those things. We need to be smart about what we're doing. So if there's a need, it doesn't matter if it's Puerto Rico or not or any other state, if there's an opportunity for us to provide help, that's what we should do.
Representative Custer, did the president have a point with regard to dysfunction in Puerto Rico, and what would be your posture about additional aid to the island?
Well, there was a lot of debt in Puerto Rico before the hurricane hit, and I think we needed to restructure that debt. And frankly, it was Wall Street companies that made off like bandits at the expense of Puerto Rico and Puerto Rico citizens. But look, these are American citizens, and we need to take care of them. I thought the response was very slow compared to how we responded to Texas and Florida and other countries. And look, this is part of our changing climate. And I think that we need to get ahead of this. We need to make sure that we embrace lose fossil fuels and embrace a bipartisan approach to renewable energy, because these storms are going to get worse and worse as our oceans heat up. And I think we need to get ahead of it. So we can't just single out one situation. They're going to come rapidly. They're going to be more and more expensive, the forest fires in the west and the hurricanes in the east. And I think we need to help those people in Puerto Rico, but we also need to take steps.
Thank you.